Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back today with another edition of Felons Talk. Um, been gone for a couple of days, man. A lot of things going on. I'm trying to figure a lot of things out, uh, how I want to proceed with the channel. And yes, I can't really go into it at this point. But anyway, I'm trying to make some adjustments and, moving forward. And by the way, John called me yesterday, but and he was supposed to call me back today to do a show. He hadn't called me back, so I'm going to do one by myself. Here's the thing, man. I'm going to talk about today is a guy named. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here's John.
An incarcerated individual at Arkansas Valley Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, man.
Hey.
We're on, bro. I already got the thing turned on. I was getting ready to do a show without you, man, but here you are. I thought you weren't going to call today or something,
Yeah.
There you are. So we're actually on right now. So what's up?
All right. So we was having a conversation the other day. You was talking about death.
About what?
Talking about dying. Talking about potentially terminal diseases and cancers and all that. Which by the way, I was talking to a friend of mine, a professor yesterday.
Who, Ward?
He told me the author, Pete Early, he's just been diagnosed with
I know.
stage 4 lung cancer.
I know. That's crazy, man.
He's got like 4 months to live, right?
No. I just talked to him. He said they were gonna. He said it could be cured, though. Couldn't it?
Well, they said there's a pill he can take.
Yeah.
That may prolong it. I have no personal knowledge of it.
Yeah.
All I know is what the professor, a good friend of his, told me.
Professor Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he doing? He's 90 fucking years old, ain't he?
No, he's 80 something. He's all right. He's him and his wife are going through some things because she's got some medical issues and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But you have to expect that they're both in their 80s,
Right.
But all things considered, he's doing all right.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought he was getting. I thought he was
back to the 80s with him.
Right.
Right after the cops got killed, him at Marion, him and another dude named Alan Breed, I think his name was, were hired by the United States Congress, House of Representatives, the Judiciary Committee, to investigate Marion.
And he's the one that came up with the idea of ADX.
Well, they were already planning that. They've been planning that all along.
Yeah, but he gave it the name,
he's
right?
He's a researcher.
Then he more or less.
That's what he does. He does research and stuff.
Right.
And he has a leaning towards security.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
That's just how that is.
Sure.
But you have to expect that, man. They're members of the public. They're squares. They're all of that.
Where's he from? Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he's from Minnesota. He was the chair of the social science division up there, and he's the one that wrote the book Alcatraz: The Gangster Years, when Capone and all them guys were on the rock, and he's writing the books. Continuation of Alcatraz, the Marion, because Marion was the next Alcatraz. Then the ADX is the Alcatraz of the Rockies and all that stuff. So
I heard that. I heard that Pete told me that he was actually working on a book right now, and that's it. Is he done with it now?
With them books for a long time.
Is he done with this one?
I've been talking to that guy, and he's been visiting me. We've been having tape conversations for over 30 years.
Hmm.
You know. So
Is he done with the
anyhow,
book?
what I want to talk about, what I was talking to Professor Ward about, I was telling, listen, man, it's real simple. We all come to this planet to die. We're born in, birth is the front door. We trot around for a while, and then we go out the back door. That's death. But the thing is, and we lose the bodies. That's all, because the bodies are comprised of the elements of this planet. That's all. And the elements of this planet are woven together, and atomic and molecular structures forming DNA and all that, which are just switches. It tells it what to replicate and split and divide and do all these different things. And then through the chromosomes and all that manifest male or females. But it tells you to be a human or a rabbit or a serpent or a tiger or whatever. It's just information switches. That's all it is. At this level of creative evolution. But the deeper stuff with this, all of this, is there's no death. I'm not telling you that, I hope there is none, or I believe there is none. I ain't telling you none of that. I'm telling you, I know there is none. I'm a monk. I'm a yogi, man. I've been doing this stuff since 71. For 53 years, I've been doing deep meditation. The Christians got a thing where they're talking about in the end times, there'll be 144,000 of them left. They're all going naked through the narrow opening up to God, right? In the rapture. I said, I already been there, done that. I already did it. And naked doesn't mean you're going in this body. Your clothing is not just the clothing you're wearing, your cloth on this body. And it's not just your physical body, the physiological body. It's also your psychoconceptual imprints, your conditioned imprints you carry in your memory banks called the alaya vijnana, which are actually imposed over your subtle body or the linga sarira. You drop all that, and then you become what you really are, a particle of pure consciousness, Satchitananda, truth, light, and rapture. You're the God particle. That's how this whole universe creates. Anyhow, there is no death. So the question is, and this is the only thing that ever got me going with this stuff, there's either something beyond this body in this manifest physical plane, or there isn't. If there isn't, just drop my dead ass in a hole in the ground, throw some dirt in my face, because it's lights out. It's over. I wouldn't know anyhow. Now I'm just fertilizer for the plant and food for the worms and everything else, because that's what the body's going to be anyhow.
Right.
But if there is something beyond this, it's on me to get on that track, break on through to the other side, and start cutting trails out there, so that when you do drop this body and you make that transition, you're not lost out there. You don't start floundering around because you're lost in what's known, what you call the unknown. I'm going to go familiarize myself with that territory. And that's what I did. Listen, I did like 38 years in solitary, like 26 and 9, and then a few kibbles and bits. And I used to battle with them all the time, down to, breaking through fence and getting all their riot gear back in the fucking pipe space and suiting and booting up and battling with them. They couldn't even shoot me with gas. I'm wearing their gas mask, right? But the thing is it got to a point where there'd be times during the journey where I had remembered reading stuff on Zen and, stuff like this. And I'd been doing transcendental meditation, that you got to break through to the other side. At some point, you got to turn your consciousness around in on itself, because the spiritual realms are in the subjective realms within you. And you can't see it because all you can see is the mind in motion, your thought forms. Once you flatline the mind, and then the energies of the mind, the Shaktis, slow down like waves on the surface of the ocean, they flatline, and then the ocean becomes still as glass. Now you can see beyond into the deeper realms, and that's when the true deep meditation and the real journeys begin. And man, I've been going out there doing that stuff for a long time. You hear people talk about near-death experiences, going through tunnels of light. Man, listen, that's the shit I teach. I go through them tunnels. That's the Bodhi, the Ajna chakra, the third eye. I teach people how to open it, how to travel through it the whole trip, right? That's your bridge. It's a bridge. It's literally a bridge. It's the wormhole. They're talking about wormholes through space and time. It's inside you. You can travel all monks, real monks, and all yogis, real yogis know about this stuff, especially the ones in the monasteries and temples. Everybody knows about this, man. So the thing is, there is no death. The only question is, are you ready to go? Because you are going to experience, when you get to the other side, what you're carrying within you. High, low, good, bad, love, hate, whatever. And any psychoconceptually conditioned doctrinal imprints that you carry in you of what paradise is, that's what you're going to experience. Inversely, any ideas like that of the infernal realms, hell realms, if you think you're a bad person or whatever, that's what you're going to experience. Now, those are also dream states. They're relatively real. It's like this realm we're in right now, this universe we're in right now. It's relatively real. Its energy manifests as matter. You know, when energy cools down enough, it becomes this hard matter, but it's all vibrating energy, all of it. And although it's relatively real because we're in a relationship with it, we experience it, this is going to fall away and dissolve too. So this is what they call the Maya, the long-standing dream, right? So it's the same thing in the subjective realms. The paradise states, which are comprised of the constructs, the ideas of the human mind, and the energies of the human mind, what's called the Shakti, the energies of pure consciousness. Those paradigms of paradise and hell states and everything else last for a while, but not forever and ever, depending on the degree of conscious energy, which is called prana shakti, that you've invested in the components of that paradigm of reality of paradise. That's how long it lasts. Right. Before it runs down, the energy runs down. The energy you invest into it, including emotional energy, and emotion is just emotion, energy in motion. That's all it is. And pure emotion, unencumbered by conditioned thought forms, is bliss, unbroken flowing bliss. But when we shine the bliss or rapture through conceptual thought forms, as we define those thought forms to be, we transform that bliss into conditioned states of experience and sensation, like love, hate, good, bad, whatever. We are self-creating at all times. But the bottom line is your true nature, Satchidananda. That's why they talk about call them the pilgrims and stuff. You are a pilgrim. You're the God particle going through the pilgrimage of Alpha to Omega and all that, the whole journey. So the thing is, what got me going is getting to the other side. And I'm going to tell you something. Even the Christians even got a saying like, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Your rod and staff can protect me and all that. Well, that's in the transition moment just after what they call death, when your consciousness leaves your body. You're going into a darker realm. It's like, it's a valley. You can't see no bottom to it. It's a shadow world. And you'll even see eyes there. Some are pure white eyes with no color in them. Some are blood red eyes. And they approach you, they look at you, they surround you and look at you. I went through there many times seeing that. But when I told them, because on my path, I'm on the Shaivite path. The Mahayana Yogacara of Buddhism of the Northern School. And my thing is consciousness. Everything's consciousness, which we call Shiva. Man, once I got up in the middle of them, and told them I'm with Shiva, bam, they're gone. They never came back. None of them ever came back. So the thing is this. It's very important to understand this. When you get to the other side, as you think, so it becomes. This is why you train yourself in meditation to still the mind before you start going into the deeper states of introspection and the journey into you, because you aren't going anywhere that isn't you. Even into infinity, that's your body, because that's where you came from. So the thing is, you got to flatline the mind and go into it. And as you start traveling deeper into those realms, as you purify more and more, you go into the higher, more subtle energies. Now you got the dark energies. That's like Sunya, Mahasunyata, the absolute emptiness. But it contains everything in it, past, present, and future, and all potentiality. That's the memory banks of the universe. Then you got this is the yin and yang. The dark side is the Virgin Mary, but not M-A-R-Y. It's M-A-R-E, the Virgin Seed, the Infinite Seed. That's Kuan Yin. That's the Yin. That Kuan Yin is also a Bodhisattva Buddha, but she's the female aspect, the feminine aspect of the universe. Then you got Yang, Kuan Yang. This is the fire and creation aspect that the water reflects and brings into being. That's why it's in the heart chakra, the Anahata. The lower triangle is black. It's the water. The upper one is white. It's the fire of creation, of consciousness, and the pure intellect, the Bodhi or Buddhi chakra, and then the field of mind. The water, the darker triangle, reflects the lighter triangle in the creation process. So as you go deeper, there's a pathway in the middle, which is Buddha or Bodhi or wisdom. And you're going higher up, where both the yin and the yang, again, go into a state of yoga, and they unify because the source, the real source, what people call gods and whatever, is neither male nor female. It's in potentiality. It's all things. And it bifurcates or polarizes into the masculine and the feminine for this creation process, because the masculine is solar and the feminine is lunar. It's also in your body. On your left-hand side is the Ida ray. It's lunar. It's female. Governs females. On the right-hand side, it's the Pingala. It's solar. It governs males. This is also your caduceus that the AMA uses as their iconic sign of the healer. It's also the staff of Asclepius, staff of Hermes. The staff of Hermes, his was a living serpent. Then the shaft, the staff in the middle that the two serpents go up. That's the Sushumna Nadi, Chatrina Nadi, and Brahma Nadi that the energies flow through. The left one is a lunar force. The right one is a solar force. They got in the Christian mystic schools, they got Christ saying the true believers shall take up serpents. So they're down in Appalachia, chasing rattlesnakes and catching them and dancing with. They ain't talking about terrestrial serpents. It's the spiritual energies. The solar serpent, the lunar serpent, and the serpent of fire, the Kundalini Shakti, that's coiled 3.5 times between the lower chakra, the Muladhara, and the next one up, the Svadhisthana, the element of earth and the element of water. So the thing is, Hatha Yoga just means to yuga, unite, to become one with something. Hatha, Ha means sun, Tha means moon. When you activate the two healing forces on each side of the spine, but it's actually in your subtle body, they go all the way up to the third eye. The third eye has two petals, one on each side. One's lunar and one's solar. They go up to that, drop back down, unify, go into a state of yoga. Oneness, now they're no longer lunar and solar, and they activate the serpent of fire, the cleansing fire, the spiritual fire, the tejas, and it starts going up through the Sushumna Nadi, washing out all your karmic seeds that pushes transmigration and reincarnation. It's called Sanchita Karma. I'm telling you, I've been through all this. I've been doing this stuff for years and years. You untie the 3 knots, the Granthis, the Brahma, the Vishnu, and the Rudra or Shiva knots. And then you take up the lightning bolts called the Vajrayana. It's brilliant blue, and it cleans everything out. This is when your journeys really start. You are literally, right now, a manifestation of infinity. You are an eternal being. Literally, you are infinity. Infinite consciousness, right here, right now. Both transcendent and eminent, wearing this body at this level of creative evolution. So the whole idea of this is, because my thing was, man, I'm not going to hang out and wait. If there's something beyond this, it's on me to get over there and start cutting tracks, cutting trails out there, familiarizing myself with this far country. This is what I was telling the professor. Listen, otherwise you'll get over there and you're in the unknown. You start floundering over there, trying to figure out where the hell you're at, and then you're looking around for help, and you may not have no help at all.
Wow.
You dig it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what the whole journey's about, man.
I hear you, bro. Hey, let me ask you a question while we're off, just a little off topic right here. You know the fucking Larry Lucas is still in prison?
Yeah.
Why? Why is he still in fucking prison?
I have no idea. I mean, he got cracked out of Alaska.
Right. Originally.
At least that's what he told me when I was with him in the 70s, right? And I
He,
don't know what he did since then. I mean, I know he used to be caught up in things trying to, get away.
I
He was
mean,
with
he
the hook
killed
and ladder
somebody.
gangs, right?
He killed somebody, and
But
I think
they should reward. Hey, listen, they should reward people for that. Okay, I get it. It's a violation of law. You're trying to escape a cage. You're trying to escape from chains.
I'm trying to ask
But
you a
that's
question,
healthy
bro.
behavior.
Bro, I'm trying to ask you. He killed a dude in Lompoc. He killed.
Larry Lucas?
Yeah. He
You
killed.
have 1 minute left.
He killed some fucking
Who did he
dude.
kill?
He killed some guy in a wheelchair over a TV set. This is back when it was still a fucking youth offender prison before it became a USP. But that life sentence,
Okay, well,
yeah, but that life sentence right there shouldn't be holding him. Do you think the shooting at the towers could have been
that kid did it too.
to kept them
But
so?
they should recognize that's healthy mental activity. Trying to free yourself from chains.
Well,
They're gonna
yeah.
lock us. They're gonna shut us down, man.
All right, bro.
All right, take care. Have a
Call
good
me
one. Stay
tomorrow.
up, man. Be safe.
All right, bro.
Later.
All right, bye. Yeah, I'd like to know whatever happened to Larry
The caller has
Lucas.
hung up.
Larry Lucas has been in prison about 50 years. I don't know what the fuck for. Doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll write him and find out. Doesn't make sense.